Alright, Shalom Israel. 1 second. Shalom Israel. This is Isupk Chicago's Wednesday night biblical law class. What we go over is what's lawful according to the scriptures, what's unlawful, stuff of that nature. If anyone has any questions pertaining to the law, now's the time to ask. Everyone online, if you have any questions pertaining to the law as well, feel free to type it in. Your questions will get answered, Lord willing. You understand? Let me make sure I get this YouTube up so I can monitor anything on. On YouTube. I'm gonna go to Facebook. We still going off the Chicago Israelite page? Yeah. Most High Christ. Alright, so until people start asking questions or whatnot, you don't have a question, do you? Most High Christ. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into something that's very major going on in the world today. It's called the LGBTQ movement. A lot of homosexuality and stuff like that. You understand? It's not gonna be specifically that around. You understand? It's just gonna be. This is the pre-entrance to my topic. You understand? So there's a beloved show that everyone really loves. I've never got into it. I thought it was really suspect and stupid myself. You understand? That's that show, what, Empire? You understand? That show, Empire, that everyone has been gawking about for the last however many years it's been out. It's not only just suspect, but it's really dumb. But I'm going to go into it and why I say that. Not only is the storyline stupid, and it has a lot of homosexuality in it. You understand? It's not only that, it's the actors themselves. You understand? The same ones that we look up to, the ones that have money and all that, to be deemed a leader or an idol amongst the people. They have failed, and specifically one I'm about to read about right now is just the uttermost disgusting man that he claims to be. You understand? So if you could read the headline on that.
Come on, sir. Malik Yaba.
Who?
Malik Yaba.
Malik Yaba. Then go ahead.
Who plays Vernon Vernon Turner on Empire.
You understand? This Malik Oba, or whatever it is. Yoba. You understand? He's one of the actors that plays on Empire, right? Go ahead.
Is sick of people being bullied.
Is sick of people being bullied. You understand? Of course, right now it sounds right. You understand? It seems like it might go somewhere that's right on point. But let's keep reading.
Because they are attracted to trans women.
Because they're what?
Attracted to trans women.
You understand? He's tired of people being bullied for them being attracted to trans women. You understand? For those who don't know what a trans woman is, a trans woman is a so-called woman that used to be a man. You understand? That's what it is. A woman that used to be at a prior date was a boy. You understand? Was a male. But due to her feelings of how they believed they were, they ended up getting the sex change, got they rod removed, and ended up getting a box. Now they're a woman. You understand? We'll go into this a little bit more as well. You understand? The fact that it's called trans. Do you want to know why it's called trans? Do you know why it's called trans?
No, sir.
It's called trans. If you go look up the word tran or trans, you understand? It'll tell you it's something as if a switch changed. You understand? It's the root for like transition, where you move over to a different side, or transfer, you switch schools. You understand? Trans is just another word for change. You understand? So these are people that are changed into women, right? Meaning men transitioned into females. You understand? So he is tired of people being bullied for being attracted to transitioned males that are now women. You understand? So people with those women that you walk around, you see that have all the back shots. They got the Adam's apple. You understand? They got all that. he's trying to defend people that want those type of women, right? Keep reading.
So he is speaking out on his own attraction.
So he's speaking about his own attraction, meaning what he's attracted to. Go ahead.
This 51-year-old post a video of This 51-year-old posted a video of Philadelphia man Marcus Reese.
Yeah, they said this 51-year-old, this Malik Yoda, 51 years old, made a video. Go ahead.
Who are dead on drugs after being mocked for his relationship with trans women and added his message of acceptance.
You understand? So this cat that he's making posted a video about what he died off of drugs. Is that what it's saying? Read the drug part again.
Who OD'd on drugs?
Exactly. You understand? He's speaking on the behalf of what was the cat's name?
Marcus Reese Willoughby.
He's speaking on the behalf of a guy named Marcus Willoughby. You understand? That apparently drug overdosed due to his being bullied about being attracted to trans women and stuff like that. You understand? So this is what Malik wants to talk about, right? Go ahead.
Trans people deserve love.
Say what?
Trans people deserve love.
You saying trans people deserve love. You understand? Is what Malik says. So he's basically saying that just because they are male transitioned into female or female transitions to male, they're still human beings, is what he's in the long run, is what he's saying. And that they need love and affection and all that as well. Okay, you understand? Now we know that he's a Christian.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Trans people deserve love and respect, as do those of us that love them.
You understand? So he's speaking up, saying trans women, trans people in general, deserve love and respect. Not only the ones that have transitioned to sex, but the ones that love the aftermath of the transition in itself.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Which is utterly disgusting. You understand? Meaning, you're a male, and you're getting with a person that used to be a male.
Right.
You understand? I'm saying this, it used to be, because of course in the truth, in the Isupk, we know that's still a male.
Right.
You understand? But of course, in the regular world, we don't consider them male anymore. We consider them what their appearance is.
Right.
Instead of what their genetics or birth was. You understand? So he wants to defend the male. So now we know that now he's a male. Malik is a male.
Right.
He's attracted to transition men,
Right.
men that transition themselves into females.
Right.
You understand? Meaning what? He's a homosexual.
That's right.
You understand? This Malik cat is a homosexual, and that's why he's going to trans women. You understand? Because now he won't catch as much flack or shame, or now he can say in his own mind, when people will say out there in their own minds that he's not gay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna say. He's not gay because he's with a woman.
Not for real.
You understand? But he's not real. He's not with a real woman. That's like going around and having a man going and sleeping with, in quote, Caitlyn Jenner. But all we know him as Bruce Jenner.
That's right.
You understand? You are with a man.
Right.
Just because he's got some breasts now, got his rods stuck back up inside him, and now it's a box, does not make him any less of a man.
Right.
You understand? He was born with it. That's what you are. What you're born with is what you is.
That's right.
You understand? You can't decide your gender. You understand? This isn't gender day where I say I'm tired of being a man, so let me be a woman because being a man is too hard.
Wow.
You understand? That's what a lot of people do. You understand? Living the life of a man is very hard.
Yes, it is.
Especially being a black man.
That's right.
Being a woman, especially a black woman, isn't as hard. Why? Because their looks get them to where they are.
Right.
You understand? So now that these transition men into women our women, life might be a little simpler. Because all they need to do is what to get money? Open their box.
Wow.
Open their legs. Dance on a pole.
Right.
Show some skin.
Right.
Even if all that skin is plastic.
That right.
You understand? That's what they choose to do.
Jeez.
Right? So now we'll hold that to the side. We'll grab 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. Babu Kasha. That the fact that people are going around and deciding what gender they are is utmost stupidity, utmost confusion, and it is just absolutely repulsive and disgusting.
That's right.
You understand? You grew up, you were born a boy. You were raised a boy until you were 13, maybe until you were 5, depending on the surgery. You could have been 40 years old. You could be like Bruce Jenner, which was like 50. You understand? So you lived an utmost amount of years as a man.
Right.
And then, poof. In your mind, you're like, know what? I believe I'm a woman.
Yeah.
You understand? And it's even crazier. Some of these people that transition themselves have kids. They got kids. Meaning that you stuck your rod in a woman, got her pregnant,
right.
had a baby, and are married, and then a specific amount of years later, you say, "No, what? I'm not a man. I'm a female. I'm a woman." Well, if that's the case, how did a woman put her rod into a female and have babies?
Right.
It's called stupidity. Yeah, it is that. So if you could read that scripture for me.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. For the power is not the author of confusion.
For what?
For power is not the author of confusion.
You understand? The Most High is not the author of confusion. Meaning that the Most High is straight to the point. This is what it is. That is what it is. You understand? He's not going to make it seem, he's not going to make it as if, oh, he made a mistake.
Right.
Like the Most High, the creator of everything that you see and dream about, he made a mistake on your gender.
Right.
The easiest thing to get situated, he's a boy, he's a girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, boy, girl, girl. You understand? He created a star. He had the stars created, the earth created, the heavens created. All this oxygen, gravity, you understand, the ocean, lava.
Right.
All these super complicated aspects he created. But then on your gender is where he went wrong.
Right.
He messed up. He made a mistake on giving you a rod. You understand? Just a stick that flows things through it. He messed up on that.
Right.
Really? It really? That's stupidity. That's confusion saying that you were born a boy, but you should be a girl.
Right.
Or you were born a girl, but you should be a boy,
right.
based on how you feel inside. Okay, well, maybe I feel inside I should be a butterfly.
Right.
And since I feel like a butterfly, I should go get surgery and get some butterfly wings, get some antennas.
Right.
And I should be able to jump off a cliff and flap my little wings off,
right.
and soar through the goddamn sky.
Right.
Because I feel that inside, that God made a mistake with my sexuality.
Right.
Or with what race or species I am.
Okay. That's crazy.
That's confusion. To believe that God made a mistake on your species or your gender. Of course, there are stupid devils out there, oppressors out there, that believe they should have been born lizards or jaguars and stuff like that. Right. So they get surgery to make themselves look like a lizard or a jaguar. You understand? But even though they had all this surgery to look like a jaguar, look like a lizard, can they run like a jaguar? Right. Can they climb trees like a jaguar?
Nah.
Can they swim in under Can they swim under lakes and rivers like a lizard?
Right. Lie.
Are they cold-blooded like a lizard?
Lie.
No, they're not. So obviously, you have the appearance of a lizard. You have the appearance of a jaguar. But you're still a goddamn human.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
So at the end of the day, if you were born a male and you had surgery to look like a female, you're still a goddamn male.
That's right.
Just because your outward appearance makes you look like this does not mean you are that.
God. I saw something last week, sir. Just, a little bit on the sidebar. The David Chappelle show. Everybody need to watch that new one, man. It was talking about this LGBT movement a lot. And he was like, for you to think like that, that's like saying I'm a black man, but I feel Chinese. I like cookie rice. You black, but you acting like another race of people.
Yes.
Some crazy shit,
My point. It's just so
confusion.
It's crazy how people actually think that that's how life works. That your life was just uprooted because you weren't supposed to be that.
Right.
So wait, do a mom and a dad get to choose what race their baby is?
Lies.
I mean, not what race, what sex their baby is. Do they get to choose?
Lies, sir.
Before that baby's born, do they get to choose? No. Why? Because you have a 50-50 chance of having a boy or a girl.
That's right.
Parents don't find out the baby's sex, the gender of the baby, until about 3-4 months, roughly around that time.
Come on, sir.
So if your parents don't get to decide what gender you are, why do you get to pick? Yeah, how do you get to pick what your gender is when your parents couldn't pick?
Right.
If they could pick, they would pick. If I could pick what my baby's gender would be every time my wife got pregnant,
all boys.
You understand? It would be crazy. I'd be boy, 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 girl, boy, 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 boy,
right.
Girl, girl,
right.
Boy, 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 boy.
That's right.
You that's how I'd pick my babies.
Cool.
But guess what? I don't get to choose.
Right.
Have you ever heard of the thing, a gender reveal party?
Right.
Yeah, to say where husbands and wives, they go out, they get a balloon, put some blue confetti in it, or pink confetti, and then they pop it, and then everyone gets to know what they're having. You understand?
Normal.
That's normal. So that defines what your gender is.
That's right.
Yeah, this day you find out in the hospital room when your woman's laying on the bed and she has a machine going around the big belly. Yeah, that's when you find out what your gender is.
That's right.
And then you're born. And you're born that gender. You understand? It's not like you got to choose.
That's right.
No one chooses the gender of a baby unless it's the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? And then, not only that, they're having these gender reveal parties. Think about having a gender reveal party of your own, right? On your own validation. Everyone think about this in your minds. You're having a baby, right? Tell me next time to put the door open. Next, it is that. Imagine this: you're having a baby with your woman, or with your husband, whatever it is, and you're having a gender reveal party. Cool. You pop the balloon, the confetti rains blue. Now you know you're having a baby boy.
Right.
And now that you have this baby boy, you understand? Imagine 20 years later, you call your child's moved out, grown up, went to college and all that. Your kid should be about, let's say, 27 years old, for the sake of argument. Your baby's 27-year-old. It's a 27-year-old boy. You understand? He's a man.
Right.
It's a male.
Right.
It's time for the family reunion, right?
Right.
It is that they all have every 5-6 years. You go see your family reunion, and you're there at your house waiting on your son to come because you haven't seen him in 5 years or so since your last family reunion, and your son comes looking like a damn woman. You understand? Oh, Billy! Oh no, it's gonna be your son's name was Jerome. Your son's name is Jerome. That's what you've named him. That's what he is. Jerome walks into some random female walks into the front door. You're like, who the hell is you?
Right.
You understand? Who the hell are you?
Right.
You understand? Because you've never seen this woman before, right?
Right.
So then you start, who is you? And then they'll be like, it's me. It's who? It's you who? You understand? It's what do they say that? It's I'm your baby. You can't say if they had their sex change. So what? It's your son, but they don't believe they're a son anymore. So it's your daughter. I don't know how this conversation would actually work out. You understand? So they come home, they go into the crib and stuff like that. They get to talking. Who are you? And it's me, Jerome. But call me Jasmine.
Oh, shit.
What? What? How is this play out? It is that so. It is that you kind of just said screw you to your parents.
Right.
It is that he said screw you to the Lord because Jerome felt like he was a Jasmine.
Right.
It is that, and now everything's jacked up. Now the parents be like, yeah, this is my daughter, Jasmine, right? Jasmine, Jasmine. It's a brand new person.
Wow.
To them and their family.
Concept.
You see how utterly confusing that would be?
Right.
You raised this child for 18 years as Jerome, and now you gotta go teach the world. Oh, so it's not Jerome anymore. It's Jasmine.
That ain't gonna happen.
It is that no, you're Jerome. You know, you're Jerome with breasts and back shots and weave. That's who you are. You're Jerome that looks like a Jasmine.
Wow.
But you're really Jerome. That's confusion. You understand? That transgender nonsense is confusion.
That's right.
You understand? Really, what you are, you're gay. You're gay. You understand? You just want rod up your butt,
Right.
or in your fake box, or you want to be rotted down in your fake box.
Right.
You understand? That's confusion, and that's not of the Lord.
That's right.
That's of you.
Right.
That's of your oppressor. You understand? That's who it really is of. That's of Satan.
Con.
You understand? Like you get to choose your goddamn sex.
Con. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's real.
You have okay. So now there's so many confusing aspects to this.
Right.
Go ahead.
So like so, and what's really crazy about what you bringing out in America today, I would say 50% of the homes, the dad wouldn't accept it, but the mother would.
Yeah, that's it was beautiful. The band won't, but the mom will. Cause why? Cause she goes towards her feelings as well. It is that the mom is emotional. She bases basically every last decision in her life off of how she feels.
Okay.
Men are rational. Men go off of logic. That's how men think. Well, that's how real men think.
That's right.
Is logic and not impulse and feelings.
That's right.
You understand? So the Lord is not the author of confusion. If you're born a boy, that's what you is. What the sex change surgery that you went through still makes you a man.
That's right.
Even though you have the appearance of a woman.
Right.
The sex change does not make you the opposite sex. It makes you look like the opposite sex. You understand?
Okay.
That's why men that were transitioned into females cannot have children. They can't have babies. Why? Because their bodies weren't made to carry eggs.
Right.
Their bodies were meant to carry semen.
Right.
You understand? So that's the other aspect I'm confused about, which is shouldn't be a case because the Lord isn't about confusion, but I'm confused.
Right.
If you're a man, you have, let's say, 4 or 5 kids, right, with whoever, and you raising these kids for 12, 18 years, depending on the age of the child, and then you go get your sex change, right? Now your appearance is of a female. Do those kids call you mom or do they call you dad? When mom's right here, Mama Bear is right here in the house.
Right.
Dad went outside the house and got plastic surgery. Now he looks like mom. So, are they both mom? Or is one still dad and one's mom? I'm confused.
That's a lot of confusion.
That's a lot of confusion.
Yeah.
Now you just jacked the hell up out your kids' minds.
God.
Your kids are like, how did your parent? You talk about your mom, and they don't know which one no more.
Right.
Yeah, you trying to brag, and then the question rises. The kids are gonna see both your moms walking together. What happened to your dad? Oh, that is my dad, but it's now mom.
Okay.
There's confusion. They'll be like, "What?" Let me ask you. Let me reiterate. That's your dad. Wait, so that's your mom, right? Yeah, that's my mom. And that's your mom, your dad, mom. Yeah, that used to be my dad, but now he's mom. So now I got two moms. The kid, that other kid that just heard these stories and to go home to his parents or her parents and be like, "Mom, Dad, I need something broken down for me real quick."
Right.
You understand? So Billy, his dad wanted to be like a mom, and he made himself mom. Now Billy's got two moms. Oh my God, come on.
He knocked himself out?
Yes, he did. Here, give him my keys. Give him my keys. Yeah, that's that.
Slocky, sir, question.
Go ahead.
So what? Would the grandkids call him transpa?
Yo. Yeah, come on, take those keys. Yeah, that's a great question. Cool. Yeah, that. So would those grandkids call him Transpa?
Right.
Or Transpa? Yo.
I just had to put that out there.
That was amazing. I'm sorry, Israel. He got me with that one. The Transpa.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a lot of confusion that should not exist, right? So read that scripture again.
Come on, sir.
That was heavy. That was beautiful.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. For God is not the author of confusion.
And the Most High is not the author of confusion. I mean, He keeps everything pinpoint directly. This is what it is. That is what it is. Yada 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 yada. It's simple and to the point.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord created two genders. Two. It's just so much easier than having five.
Come on.
You understand? It's so much easier just having two. One gets with the other and creates another one. It's that simple. 1 + 1 = 2.
That's right.
It's that simple. That's when you're filling out an application online.
Right.
What do you pick? You have to click the box male or female.
Right.
Now since you're allowed to be both or transitioned, they got to create a third box.
Right.
It's got to say male, female, trans, and then trans, male, trans, female. Now it's gonna be 4 boxes. You understand? Because you lying if you say you're a female, but you were a male to begin with. You're lying. That's confusion. You understand? I'm confusing myself even having this conversation. Right? Go ahead.
But of peace, as in all churches of the saints.
You understand? Everything should just be easy and simple. You understand? Because now it's just he's putting something. It's just too much. You understand? Now let's go back to the link if we could.
Come on, sir. Love them. I love. Okay, Slocky.
Yeah, go ahead.
Trans people deserve love and respect, as do those of us that love them.
You understand? Number one, he says they deserve respect. No, they don't. They do not deserve any respect. Why? Because they're making a mockery of the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? The Lord created them to be a man or a female. And by them having this sex change nonsense, they're making a mockery of the Lord's creation.
Right.
You understand? And that's just utmost disrespectful. So they don't deserve no type of respect. You understand? They had a big issue about the BET, with Black Women's Rock Movement or whatever it was, not allowing trans women in there.
Right.
Good.
That's right.
That was great.
That's
that was
right.
beautiful and just. Why? Because they know they're not women.
Right.
You understand? Just because you look like a woman does not make you a woman. You understand? Just because Tyler Perry went and looked like, Big Mama, whatever the name was, like Big Mama, does not make Tyler Perry a female because he looked like one on TV. You understand?
Right.
Anyone can put a fake bra on, stuff it up, and wear a dress and a wig. That does not make them a female. Anyone can females get plastic surgery.
Right.
You understand? To actually get bigger breasts.
Right.
Or smaller breasts. Or whatever. Tummy tucks, who cares? Bigger butts, who cares? Just so a man getting plastic surgery doesn't mean it's anything other than a man having plastic surgery.
That's right.
That man is still a man now with plastic in his body. That's all it is.
That's right.
You understand?
Damn.
He got restructured to having the shape of a woman, but he's still a man that's just full of plastic that's shaping him in the size or the shape of a woman. You understand? But go ahead.
I love all women and count myself among those that find themselves trans attracted, and I too have felt the self-imposed shame that comes with that truth. But it's time to speak up.
Wait, hold up. Read that again. Okay.
I love all women.
He loves all women. That means he loves women of all nationalities, of all races, and all men that were changed into women.
Right.
He loves them all. Basically, what he's saying is that if you have the body or the appearance of a woman, he loves you.
Right.
Go ahead.
And count myself among those that find themselves trans attracted.
Now he's saying he falls into the category of the people that are attracted to transitioned people. You understand? Specifically the men that were transitioned into females. He finds himself attracted to them. Okay, go ahead.
And I too have felt the self-imposed shame.
And at a period of time, he felt shameful for that. He felt wrong for having an attraction to men with the appearance of women, which is very right. You should feel ashamed.
You should.
You should feel shameful because you really just are homo. Yeah, I mean, my bad. You really are just gay. You understand? At the end of the day, you should feel ashamed for being attracted to a trans person. You understand?
Right.
I don't care what race or what gender they left and transitioned from to go into. You should still be ashamed.
Right.
Go ahead.
So like you, sir. So if he attracted to transgender people, then he 100% gay, because that means he attracted to a man that just dressed like a woman then.
Basically, really at the end of the day, it falls into the category of he's motivated by the appearance and the body structure of a female. He's a low-life degenerate that looks at females only for, he's only attracted to a woman for her body structure.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
He has no care in the world about who they are, how they were raised, their personality, or nothing along those lines. He is sexually aroused by the figure of any person that is a so-called woman in his appearance that has breasts and butt. You understand? So as long as this man has the appearance of a woman with a big butt and big breasts, he wants him. He wants him.
Right.
Him. Not her. Him.
Right.
Go ahead. If there's any more on that.
something
But they
different.
added ads.
They gave me something different. Added more. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there's a specific quote.
Okay. I love all women and count myself among those that find themselves trans attracted, and I too have felt the self-imposed shame.
The what?
The self-imposed shame.
Is that him too? He felt the shame of being attracted to these trans women, which is utmost right. Go ahead.
That comes with that truth. But it's time to speak up. It is not about genitalia.
He's saying you gotta wake up to the truth that it's not about the genitalia. Okay. Now let me help you with this. So he's saying it doesn't matter the genitals you have that makes you what gender you are, right? But let me break it down to the utmost simplicity I can think. The key word in the word genitalia is what? Gen. Why? Because genitalia and gender make a person. The genitalia is what makes your gender.
Right.
Gen, you understand?
Right.
Is what makes you who you are, is your genitals. You understand?
Right.
That's what helps you determine the gender of a person.
Right.
That's why when you're in that hospital room looking at the baby inside the womb, if you see the stick, you see the rod, that determines your genitals, your genitalia, determine the gender you are about to be born.
That's right.
You understand? That's why. But now they want to go. He wants to go around and say that the genitalia do not determine the gender. So if that's the case, what determines the gender? What? I'm literally confused. I'm curious. If the genitals don't determine the gender of a person, what does?
Right.
Because you got to think. These people aren't choosing their gender until they are they grown. They went through some age.
Right.
They went through some life on Earth. Right. They had to go a specific amount of years as that gender that they were born.
Right.
With the genitals. Right. So then really what they're saying is that their feelings determine their gender.
Right.
Okay. If your feelings determine your gender, because I'm pretty sure babies have feelings, do they not?
I'm
That's
sure.
why they cry.
That's right.
But babies don't know their gender until they don't know nothing.
Okay.
Babies don't know anything.
Right.
They have to be taught what this is and what that is.
Right.
Right. So they didn't have the choice to be what they are. They were just born standing up when they pee or sitting down when they pee.
Right.
You understand? So if they didn't have a choice, I mean, if they get to change what they get to choose their gender, what's the point of being born genitals anyway?
Right.
What, the Lord made a mistake and just gave you genitals?
Lie.
My point. You understand? Keep going.
It is not about genitalia or sex.
It's not about genitalia or sex, so it doesn't matter your gender. No, go ahead.
But about attraction to the soul and humanity.
But it's to the attraction to the soul and humanity.
Wow. That's utter confusion.
That's utter nonsense, is what it is. You understand? Right. This is utter nonsense. This is the definition of a confused man. Malik Yoda, whatever he is, but the force is not with him. At all. You understand? He said it doesn't matter the gender or the sex, just the soul and humanity.
Come on, sir.
The soul. Okay. How are you attracted to a soul?
Right.
A soul is basically a spirit.
Come on.
Right?
Come on.
So he's saying, be free to love who you want to love.
Right.
Who does that sound like? A Christian. You want to know who it sounds like even more? a gay one.
Right.
You understand? A gay Christian is what he is. But you know what? Fine. If he wants to be a homosexual, if he wants to be gay, then he's gonna be gay, right? But guess what? Now that he's gay, he wants to be with other men that look like women. Cool. That's his choice, right? He wants to do that. All right, no sweat. But guess what? He's leaving. Guess what? Now because he wants to be with trans women, guess what? He's leaving all alone.
Real women.
Real women. He's leaving those bad ass sisters.
That's right.
For real men.
Yeah.
Which I will not complain about. All right, you understand, Malik
right.
Yoba? I say thank you.
Salute.
You understand?
That's right.
You are taking it. You are taking death for the team. You understand? Just remember now. Just know when the Lord come and send Christ back, your behind is going to die.
That's right.
You understand? For being a homosexual. For being gay. Gotta condition myself to stop saying that. You understand? For being gay, he's going to be put to death because that's the penalty of being gay. You understand? It's a sin according to the Bible to be a gay person, man or woman. It's against the scriptures to try to change your gender so you can go sleep with the same gender.
Right.
I think that's how it should be said because it's confusing. You understand? So, which leads me into my topic, really. You understand? Malik Yoba, have fun. If you're gonna keep sleeping with men that look like women, that's you. You understand? I will not condone it because I do not follow, no support. But what I will accept is all those beautiful black women that you're leaving to be single because you want to be with men that are actually women that are actually men.
Right.
You understand? So, because of that, it's time for all these straight men to get more wives.
That's right.
You understand? Because he wants to go be with another man that has the appearance of a woman. He's leaving a lot of women out there single and ready to mingle.
That's right.
You understand? And it's time for me, it's time for all of us to start to mingle again.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
It's mingling season for for men and women. Real men and real women, not your trans freaks.
Right.
You understand? So let's get into that. A man is allowed to have more than one wife.
Right.
You understand? It's a beautiful thing, and we're gonna get into it. So first of all, let us start in Isaiah 4:1. Baba Koshar, one of the greatest scriptures to ever be in the Bible. If you're a black man, Hispanic man, or a Native Indian man, you understand? Because men like Malik Yoba want to be gay and go to women that are actually men and leave all the beautiful real women alone, the ones that don't need surgery to look like a female. Yeah, they want to leave them alone. Well, it's time for real men to go pick up all those single sisters.
That's right.
You understand? It's time to do that. It's time to make babies. And
that's right.
Post haste.
I'm ready.
You understand? Okay. I got my hype man over there. He's ready. He's hyped for this. You understand?
All right.
Let's get it.
Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1.
Let me get it. Go ahead.
And in that day.
And then what?
And in that day.
Right.
7 women shall take hold.
What was that number?
In that day, 7 women.
What?
7 women.
7 women. You understand? Not 1, not 2, not 3. Skip a few, but 7. Go ahead.
Shall take hold of one man.
So what?
Shall take hold of one man.
7 women shall take hold of one man. Meaning that these 7 women are all holding on to this one man like he is
Most High in Christ.
the greatest.
That's right.
Yeah, have you ever held something in your hand? You hold a bottle, What do you not want to do? Let go of it.
That's right.
You understand? You hold on to that steering wheel very well.
That's right.
You understand? So you don't die. That's how these women are going to be holding on to the real men in the Isupk.
Right.
You understand? Like we that steering wheel that's going to keep them on track so they don't swerve into the ditch and die.
Right.
You understand? That's what women are going to do. They're going to hold up. They're going to say, screw this selfishness that I have in my bones. Let me just hold on to this man, even though 6 others are holding on to him as well.
Right.
You understand? I shared my toys when I was a kid with other kids.
Right.
And I shared my lunch. I shared this. I shared my bedroom with my brother or my sister. Screw it. I might as well just share my husband as well.
That's right.
You understand? That's what they're going to do. These women are going to get some common sense, and they're going to share their man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Saying, we will eat our own bread.
You understand? And not only will they all hold on to this man, they're going to be saying, I'll feed myself. You understand? They'll eat their own bread. Meaning you don't need to feed me.
Right.
You don't need to get me this and get me that. I'll make sure I'm fed. You understand? I'll do that. Go ahead.
And wear our own apparel.
And they are going to say at the same time, not only that they're going to feed themselves, but they'll make sure that they're straight. Meaning, they'll make sure that they're able to get their own clothes.
Right.
They'll make their own clothes. They'll work for their own clothes, or whatever the case may be. They're not requiring the man to feed them. They're not requiring the man to buy them some shoes. You know, they're gonna be self-sustained women that just want the love of this individual man.
That's right.
All 7 of them. You understand? Go ahead.
Only let us be called by thy name.
But all they require this man is for them to be from the house of him. You understand? They just want to be from the house of Aram. They all when other sisters ask, who's your husband? They all want to say Aram.
That's right.
They all want to say Ra'an.
That's right.
They all want to say Kawan or Lamak. They just want to be a part of this man's family.
That's right.
You understand?
A real man.
A real man's family. Not those purple pussy. Never mind. Let me stop. I'm not gonna go into it. They don't want to be a part of some weak family. They want to be a part of this man because he's got the wisdom.
That's right.
He's got the wisdom to guide them through tough times. He's got the strength to protect them from any incoming danger.
Right.
You know, he's got the fertility to give them the babies they want.
That's right.
You understand? And not only that, is that this man has the protection of the Lord.
Right.
The wisdom and stability that's going to make sure that they and their families are taken care of in any times of duress or any type of danger or just everyday life without the danger and the duress.
Right.
You understand? They just know that this man is the pinnacle of a man. And they want him to be the one that they give themselves upon.
That's right.
You understand? But go ahead.
To take away our reproach.
What?
To take away our reproach.
So that they can be, so that it can take away, he can take away their reproach. What does that mean to take away their reproach?
To take away their reproach, like they don't have to be suffering and lonely and miserable and all that no more.
Right.
And they could be under the protection. They could feel safe. And it's like when you take a sister out today, a sister don't want to go outside and go to the show, go to dinner, and she don't feel safe with the guy, or feel like this dude might take off running and leave her standing there to fight. So reproach, reproach. Reproach. Come on, sir. It's like
you understand the reproach? If you go look at the definition, You understand? Reproach is like rebuke, admonishment, scolding, stuff along those lines. Meaning that so they can be taken away of their impurities.
Okay.
You understand? For the things that they were getting chastised for and corrected for, they can be cured. You know, meaning that this man is going to be teaching them and guiding them into the proper ways of being a real woman. You understand? They don't care about the selfishness of one man, one woman, and all that monogamy nonsense.
Right.
You understand? They want to be, they'll be like, know what? I'll sacrifice being selfish so I can be the best woman I can be.
Most High.
That's what they're saying.
Most High.
You understand? I'll make sure, I'll make money, is what they're saying. They're saying this. I'll make money. I'll make sure you don't have to worry about me eating. I'll make sure you don't need to worry about me having clothes. I'll do that. Just guide me in the right direction.
Right.
That's all they want.
Right.
You understand? In that day, it's talking about today's times. 7 women will take hold of righteous, powerful men. You understand? And that's only right. Because now you have men wanting trans women, which are really men. You have men being gay.
Right.
You have women being gay. You have all this LGBTQ nonsense going around. We're leaving hundreds and hundreds of thousands of beautiful Black, Hispanic, Native Indian women by themselves to die alone.
Right.
Because, of course, you go into the Bible, you find out interracial marriage is against God, is against the Most High.
Right.
You understand? So now, Black women outnumber Black men 7-1, 8-1 in today's time.
Okay.
Right? So now, if we believe in the philosophy of monogamy, and one man can only be with one woman, you understand, then what? Those men and those women, let's say every man marries, every Black, Hispanic, Native Indian man, because we don't give a damn about these other races, right? All these men are now married, every single individual one, right?
Right.
That leaves about 700,000 at least women single, right? So are we saying that those 700,000 women should die alone?
Love.
Should never be loved? Should never have children? Is that what we're saying?
Come on, sir. You know, man, I read an article a couple days ago, where they was having a big talk about this, and the number is actually 7 million women out here that cannot find husbands.
7 million women that cannot find husbands.
I'm talking about blacks. I ain't talking about whites.
That's as black?
Blacks.
7 million?
They cannot find
husbands. That's a shame. 7 million women. If I had the time or the durability for 7 million women, embrace me. You understand? But I don't. So I'm sorry. But we have other men in the school that you can get.
That's right.
All you 7 million single sisters, we have a beautiful organization called the Isupk.
That's right.
You understand? The Commander General Hunter, which is the Christ and the Lord. You understand? You'll find a husband here. You might have to share him. Majority of the time, you'll have to share him. But he will never leave your side.
Right.
He'll never abandon you. And he will have as many babies as you want.
That's right.
You understand?
Sure will.
So let's drop this. Let's move over to Matthew 25:1. Babu Kasha. Let me grab it there. You understand? It's not only in the New Old Testament where the Lord says a man can have multiple wives. Even Christ, out of his own mouth, said it's a beautiful thing.
Right.
You understand? So we're gonna get it for all these women that don't have a man. Maybe this is something you should listen to. You understand? It's time to stop being selfish.
Right.
And just love a man that already has a wife.
That's right.
It's just that simple. Because if you don't, you're gonna get a man that cheats on you. Meaning a man that will, when I mean cheat, I mean a man that will go around and have sex with another man's woman.
Right.
He'll do that. He'll lie to you about another woman. He's closet gay. He's very gay, but you just don't know it yet. He's a drug addict. He's a liar compulsively. He's all these different types of things. But the men in the ICBK that have multiple women, they'll never lie. They'll never go and sleep with another man's woman.
Right.
They'll never steal. Oh, the only thing you just got, they'll teach you every damn thing you need to know. They'll tell you the truth with every question, which is almost every man can't say that.
Right.
It is that everyone in this school organization can, but everyone outside can never say out their mouth they will never lie to you and actually mean it.
Right.
It is what it is. But go ahead.
Matthew chapter 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins.
What?
Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins.
You understand? This is, when you go into the Bible and you see red lettering, that means Christ is speaking himself, right? Christ is saying the kingdom of heaven shall be likened unto 10 virgins. You understand? What is now the kingdom of heaven? Let's start with that.
Okay.
The kingdom of heaven isn't the place where the Most High is and the angels are and stuff of that nature. The kingdom of heaven is on earth.
Right.
The kingdom of heaven just really means blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians being in rulership on the planet Earth.
Okay.
And that's the kingdom of heaven, is when we're on top, the same way the so-called oppressor is on top as of now.
Okay.
Right? And then you go down and it says 10 virgins. What is a virgin?
Virgins, young women that are sex ready. I mean, how you can see it? I mean, women that's of age. Women of age.
You understand? A virgin is a woman of meritable age.
Right.
Meaning that she's ready to start a family. Mm-hmm. She's blossomed into a woman ready for sex.
Right.
You understand? And she's ready for that. You understand? I don't mean, of course, people have sex nowadays in 2019 at 10,
right.
11, 12, 16, 18. All right, that's really bad parenting.
Okay.
That's what that is. You understand? A woman, she really shouldn't have sex with a man until around 20 years old.
Okay.
21, something around them lines, when she actually understands what being a woman is.
Right.
You understand? She's had countless flowers. Her body's matured to the greatest, utmost. It matured into where it's gonna stop. You understand? She knows the roles of women, what the roles of womanhood. You understand? She's studied on how to raise a child. You understand? She has her life together.
Right. Things
along those nature of a woman of meritable age. Right. So Christ is comparing the kingdom of heaven unto 10 women that have never known, meaning have never been with a man.
Right.
Right? 10 women, not children, not teenagers.
Right.
Women.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
You understand? These 10 women that the Lord is comparing unto the kingdom of heaven, they took their lamps and what?
Went forth to meet the bridegroom.
You understand? To meet the what?
Bridegroom.
To go meet the bridegroom. What is a bridegroom?
The gentleman is about to be married.
The man, exactly. The man that they're going to go marry.
Right.
But you got to understand this. It said 10 women, 10 of them to the bridegroom.
Right. Single.
Groom.
Right.
No S.
Right.
Meaning it's singular. You understand? These 10 women are going to one man. They got their lamps and they went to this individual man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. And 5 of them were wise.
5 of these women were very wise. They had some wisdom and some common sense to themselves. Go ahead.
And 5 were foolish.
And 5 of them were not so much. You understand? They were ditzy. Mm-hmm. You understand? They were, I don't want to say ditzy. They were just unprepared.
Good.
Right? They weren't as virtuous or whatnot as the other 5, right?
Good.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. They that were foolish took their lamps.
The ones that were foolish The unwise ones, they took their lamps. Go ahead.
And took no oil with them.
But they didn't bring no oil with them. Meaning, like, you have a lamp. Of course, you go back in the time. Of course, lamps are all right now. Lamps are electricity with the flip of the switch,
Right.
or the push of a button. Back in the time, before we had the outstanding technology we have in 2019, lamps were things that you would hold, and inside was like a candle.
Good.
You understand? If anyone's ever seen what's it called? I forgot the name of the movie. Never mind. You understand? Lamps. It's like a little glass thing, a little door to it. The candle sitting inside, and you got to light it up, and that's how you go around and see. That's how you light the dark, right?
Come on, sir.
5 of them forgot the oil. I mean, they forgot the necessities to make sure the fire was lit, right? They weren't able. They brought their lamps unprepared to guide their way,
Right.
For lack of better words.
So, like I said, you still could purchase those things. They lamps, you put oil in the bottom of it, and it's like a knitted thing. The oil keeps it lit and give you light. It's like you said, it's a oil lamp. You can say it's an oil lamp.
Exactly. You understand? You can go Google it to find oil lamps, stuff like that. It requires oil to actually light the lamp itself to give you the light of day to get through the dark. Right? These women, these 5 foolish women, forgot they oil, so they cannot light their lamps.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. But the wise took oil in their vessels.
But the wise ones, they made sure they had oil. Go ahead.
With their lamps.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried.
My what?
While the bridegroom tarried.
While the bridegroom, what does it mean to tarry? Tarry be like getting himself together or handling business or something along those lines, right? While the bridegroom was getting himself prepared, by the way, go ahead.
They all slumbered and slept.
They all took a nap, right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh.
You understand? And now it's time for them to get ready for this, get themselves prepared. The bridegroom's on his way. Go ahead.
Go ye out to meet him. Verse 7. Then all those virgins arose.
And all those beautiful black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women, they got themselves up out of bed, out of their slumber, right?
Right. And trimmed their lamps.
And what?
Trimmed their lamps.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out.
You understand? These foolish ones, they asked the wise ones for some oil to light their lamps because they were unprepared, right? Like any person in need would do. Go ahead.
Verse 9. But the wise answered, saying, not so.
The wise said, hell no. No. We can't do that. Go ahead.
Lest there be not enough for us.
Because if we share with you, we won't have enough for us.
Right.
Go ahead.
But go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves.
You understand? And they said, go buy some for yourself. You understand? Because they can't, if they share, then they will be unprepared.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came.
You understand? When those sisters were gone to go get themselves prepared, last minute type stuff, the bridegroom came in. Go ahead.
And they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut.
You understand? Those beautiful women that actually could take care of themselves, those 5, they actually got to marry this man. You understand? All 5 of them. Not at the same time, for all you weirdos and you gays that think it's okay to have threesomes and orgies and stuff like along that nature.
Right.
Marriage is just between one man and one woman going into the room and having sex.
Right.
And whenever he was done marrying and consummating that marriage, then the next one came in and so forth. You understand? That's why it says the door was shut. Because when you have sexual intercourse, you are in what?
Privacy.
You're in privacy. You understand? You're in your room in private. You understand? So that's these scriptures right here show that a man and a woman, I'm meaning a man can be married to multiple women. And if a lot of people like to say, well, that was back in the times, it was a sin and stuff of that nature. He wasn't supposed to do that. When you go, let's grab Genesis 16:1. We go and find out that Israel, the entire nation of Israel, was built off of one man having more than one wife. You understand? You wouldn't be born if this man had one wife. You understand?
Oh, sure.
That's the heaviness in it. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, the odds are of you being alive if this man only had one wife is basically almost zero. You understand?
Right.
Because the Lord required this man to have multiple wives, so he can produce multiple children, meaning multiple sons, and so forth. Right?
Right.
Let me grab that as well. Genesis 16. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 16, verse 1. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, bared him no children.
Say what?
Sarai, Abram's wife, bared him no children.
You understand? Abram, you understand, which back before this, right now, what you know him as of now will be Abraham.
Right.
You understand? The forefather of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
You understand? At this time, he was Abram. You understand? His wife, Sarai, she wasn't bearing children.
Right.
You understand? I mean, she was just fruitless. Mm-hmm. She wasn't getting pregnant. She wasn't bringing forth the fruits of her labor, which is sex, and so forth. Right? Go ahead.
And she had an handmaid.
But she had a handmaid, meaning that she had a right hand woman.
Right.
And there's one that helps her with her everyday needs or tasks along those lines. Right? Go ahead.
An Egyptian whose name was Hagar.
Yep.
And Sarai said unto Abram, behold now, the Lord has restrained me from bearing.
Say what?
Behold now, the Lord has restrained me from bearing.
You understand? She's talking to her handmaid. You understand? She said, I'm not having no kids.
Right.
It's a problem for me because I want to make sure this man, his lineage keeps going on, right? Go ahead.
I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her.
You understand? She's talking to her husband saying, since I can't give you kids, I want you to go lay with her so we can have children together.
Right.
Meaning that you go get yourself another wife so you can have children.
Right.
You understand? Since I can't produce them for you.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai.
You understand? Abram, he listened. You understand? There is a fault in this as well, though. You understand? What's the fault?
Hagar is a heathen.
Exactly. You understand? At this point in time, Hagar, she wasn't a sister. You understand? She was a so-called African. You understand? Hold up. 1 second. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 3. And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar and made the Egyptian after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband, Abram, to be his wife.
To be what?
To be his wife.
Right, go ahead.
Verse 4. And he went in unto Hagar,
You understand? And he ended up, and he went into Hagar, and he married her.
Right.
He made it official and everything of that nature. You understand? And go ahead.
And she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes.
You understand? We can drop that. You understand? So, at the end of the day, a man having more than one wife, it's something that's well known.
Correct.
You understand? It's something that we see all the damn time.
Right, that's right.
You understand? All throughout the scriptures, you'll find out that one man had multiple wives.
Right.
To what? Sustain fertility.
Right.
Sustain children. You understand? Grab me what? Genesis 3 and what, 16? Is it?
And to the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
16. Multiply. Where is it at? Nope. Let me grab it. My bad. Get me Genesis 1 and 22. Nah, get me 1 and 28.
Come on, sir.
Lord Christ, y'all.
Lord Christ.
Lord Christ. Genesis chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1, verse 2.
Yeah.
1 and 28. Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. And God blessed them. And God said unto them,
Right.
be fruitful and multiply.
Be what?
Be fruitful.
You understand? Be fruitful, meaning bring forth children. You understand? The Lord said that to us. This is an order. You understand?
Right.
You want, cause how else are you going to replenish your race?
Right.
You understand? When you go and look at the times we're living in right now, of course, because we have the LGBTQ movement with all these gay people, we have all these people trying to change their sex. We have all this interracial marriage. We have all the brothers in the prison systems. We have all the street violence and the police killing us down in the streets. We're losing numbers.
Right.
You understand? If you go down and track down the line, you'll end up finding out that we, as a nation of people, blacks, and Native Indians, are decreasing in number every year. You understand? Which is damn near genocide.
Right.
You understand? A race. Right now, we're a race of people that can't sustain our numbers.
Right.
Due to Planned Parenthood.
There we go.
Is the main one. You understand? Black women having all this sex, having all this pregnancies, and then at the same time murdering the babies.
Right.
You understand? There are plenty of women out there that have had 10 plus abortions before the age of 30. Which is crazy. You understand? That's 10 children.
That's right.
10 babies that were murdered for the sake of fun.
Right.
For fun. Literally. Kids are losing their lives so these adults, self-claimed adults, they ain't really adults doing all that,
right,
can have fun. It's disgusting.
That's right.
And now because we have the Planned Parenthood, we got gays and LGBTQs and murder and death and prisons and all these different types of factors, we're having less babies.
Right.
It's called population control.
Right.
You understand? Really, it's nigger control, Hispanic control,
right,
Native Indian control, because we're the ones that are actually flooding into these specific denominations that I just named.
Right.
You understand? So what to do? What do we need to do to counteract all this?
Get more wives and be fruitful.
You understand? If you a man and you love kids or want kids, which you should, because that's your legacy and your lineage.
I know I do.
You understand? We got to combat Planned Parenthood.
That's right.
For every 350,000 abortions are committed every year, we should have triple those in babies.
Right.
You understand? And since a woman can really only give birth to 1, 2, and on the rarity 3 babies at a time, two really doesn't happen very often as well either.
Right.
Yes, that's really just it's finite, right? Normally, majority of females get pregnant with 1 baby at a time.
Right.
That's almost a year span.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's like it, sir, and not that what you're bringing out is really so heavy. The other part to that is women only can what they said dilate, or they only could conceive once a month.
They only they ovulate
Once a month. Well, men, we could actually
every day, multiple
every
times
day.
a day.
Concert.
Get us there. A woman can only get pregnant around 1 point in time during a month, like the brother was saying. A man, all he needs is a couple hours.
Them 7 wives.
Yeah, it is there. He is there. That's he can create a baby every day.
Right.
Technically, he
Correct.
can. You understand? Because that's why men have millions of semen inside their genitals, right? So the Lord said, "Be fruitful," meaning create.
That's right.
You understand? What was right after that? Be fruitful and what?
Multiply.
What?
Multiply.
Multiply. We need to have babies. You understand? Beautiful black and brown babies.
Right. That's right.
You understand? That's what we need. Black. What I mean by black is so-called Negroes. Brown. When I say like that, I mean like your so-called Hispanics, Native Indians.
Right.
Because the so-called oppressor has set those divisions amongst us. I'm saying that so everyone can understand. What I would say is we're all black.
Right.
You understand? But because colorism has become a thing in the world, in society, I gotta speak on the aspect as if it was in colorism.
Right.
You understand? Black and brown. But we all, of course, in the Isupk, we know we're all one people. We're all black, which is just a color. What we really are is all Israelites, right?
That's
It
right.
shows people of God,
Right.
right? So the Lord told us to be fruitful and multiply.
Right.
Let's have babies.
That's right.
Stop being so selfish, black women, Hispanic, Native Indian women. You're a man, I'm going to let you know this no matter what. Every man, everyone on this earth, everyone, if you are with a man, married to him, and or dating him, whatever the case may be, every man looks at other women. It's literally in his DNA.
Right.
You understand? Because all you beautiful women were put on this earth for all these strong men.
Right.
Literally. And you all outnumber us. Meaning, and the Lord said to be fruitful, multiply. But if if every man is already taken, how can you multiply?
Right.
How?
Can't.
By being with one of those married men. That's the only way.
Right.
Unless you fall into sin and marry someone outside your race. You understand? Just humble yourself.
Right.
Marry a man with another wife.
Right.
Guess what? Now he's gonna love you just like he loves her.
Right.
He's gonna treat you right just like he treats you right.
Right.
You know, he's gonna check you and when you need check-ins. He's gonna guide you when you need guiding. He's going to put babies in you every chance he gets.
That's right.
You understand? That's what a just man would do. But go ahead.
Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth.
Do what?
Replenish the earth.
We need to replenish the earth. Due to the so-called Planned Parenthood killing 350,000 of us a year, the prison systems imprisoning 2 million and billion black men being murdered on the streets,
Right.
black on black crimes, drug overdoses, being sterilized,
Right.
all these different types of factors, we need to replenish our numbers. You understand? We are a people that needs that we should have numbers.
Right.
You understand? Meaning numbers don't technically matter to the Lord, but we need numbers to what? Keep our race going.
Right.
You understand? It seems like people have been having a lot more girls than boys.
Correct.
I find a lot of brothers and sisters having more daughters than sons.
Correct, sir.
We need sons to keep our nation, to keep our race going. Why? Because if you go to the story of our slavery in Egypt, were they killing the daughters or were they killing the firstborn, the sons?
The firstborn.
Not the firstborn.
I mean the sons.
They were killing the sons because the man carries the lineage.
Right.
The women keeps. The woman is the. I won't say oven. The woman is the what's the word?
nourisher, just the carrier.
The man, the carrier. There we go. The man keeps the lineage going, and the woman carries the man's legacy inside. You understand?
That's right.
She's the one that I don't say produces either. Forget it. You understand? I can't find the word. You understand? So let's drop that. Let me get Isaiah 33:6.
Come on, sir.
All right. Actually, give me Isaiah 13:12 first.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
You understand? On this earth today, the Lord has been making men more precious than fine gold, meaning that they are valuable. You understand? And you need that. Everyone, there's value in these men.
Right.
You understand? But not every man.
Right.
You understand? Malik Yoba is not valuable. He's not valuable whatsoever.
Right.
Kanye West, now that he's become a Christian pastor, is not valuable. Jay-Z, not valuable. They have money, which gives them a value, but they're not valuable, meaning irreplaceable.
Right.
You understand? Money doesn't make the value of a person.
Right.
You understand? What he can provide, what he can provide is what makes him valuable.
Right.
Anybody can provide money.
Right.
All they gotta do is go to work, make some money, make a song. You understand? Do whatever they gotta do. Everyone can make money. Everybody. You understand? But what makes a man so valuable? What makes him valuable?
What will make a man valuable is that he come into the Isupk and be taught the truth under the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
You understand?
So he can lead his family the right way.
Exactly. You understand? What makes a man valuable is his wisdom. In the brain that everyone's got, the man that's valuable has wisdom. You understand? We'll grab that in a second. Read that one more time.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
The Lord's making men more precious than fine gold, meaning that they're irreplaceable. Fine gold isn't easy to come by.
That's right.
Pure, 100% pure gold is not easy to come by. You understand? You go bring all your jewelry to the pawn shop or to some type of jewelry store and try to exchange it. They're gonna tell you, well, it's 30% gold, a little bit of white gold, some silver, and what? Oh, they're gonna tell you every last thing. But the one thing they won't say is it's 100% gold.
Right.
You understand? They won't say that.
That's right.
It's hard to find. We might wear all these chains and diamonds and all that on our necks and our rings and all that in the ISBK, That's just materialistic objects.
Right.
But majority of it cannot be majority of it is not 100% fine gold.
Right.
I haven't seen. I don't think I've ever actually had something worth 100% fine gold
Lies, sir.
ever in my life. He understand? Meaning it's a rarity.
That's right.
You know, right now it's a rarity to find something that pure.
Right.
You understand? So the Lord, He's gonna make him. He's making men on this earth more precious than that 100% fine gold that you can't even find.
That's right.
Meaning it's even harder to find this type of man than it is to find rare gold.
Right.
You understand? So drop that, grab me 33 and 6. But sure.
Good, sir.
And I'm gonna tell you what these men have. I'm gonna show you what these men have that's so valuable. You understand? For all you women out there, these men have something that you'll most likely never find unless it was for the Lord in Christ under the command of Johnny Han and Isupk.
That's right.
You understand? You could.
Come on, sir. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Say it one more time.
And wisdom and knowledge
Wisdom and knowledge shall what?
Shall be the stability of thy times.
Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability. Meaning the wisdom and knowledge is what's going to keep everything intact.
Right.
You understand? Those men that are more precious than fine gold, they're the ones that have the wisdom. They're the ones that have the knowledge to keep things stable, in order.
Right.
You understand? Not no dancing and loving everybody. They not being no gay and LGBTQ
Right.
aspects. Not no Christian Kanye pastor. None of that is wisdom and knowledge. That's not going to keep our people stable. That's not precious. That's not rare. There's Christian churches everywhere on the earth. You understand? There's rappers everywhere on the earth. There's gold and money everywhere on the earth. It's not hard to come by finding these types of things. But what is hard to come by is a man with real knowledge.
That's right.
Meaning the knowledge of the Lord. That's
Right.
hard to come by.
That's right.
You know, wisdom of God is not easy to come by. You understand? That's a rarity.
Come on, sir.
In 2019, all across the globe, is something difficult to find. You understand?
That's right.
Finding a man with boots, beards, braids, chains, headbands, garments,
That's right.
you understand, that are not purple, are difficult to come by. You understand? Imagine if you didn't even have the cable access channels or the internet. It would be even more scarce and hard to come by.
That's right.
But thanks to the Lord and the wisdom of the Almighty, He gave us the internet.
That's right.
He gave us Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Google My Business. He gave us all those types of things for y'all's sake. You understand? So it would be easier for everyone to understand who has this wisdom and the knowledge to guide all these lost sheep.
That's right.
All these beautiful Black, Hispanic, Native Indian women. You looking in if you type in the letters ISUPK,
That's right.
you'll find the man of your dreams.
That's right.
You understand? And guess what? This man of your dreams is the man of every other woman's dreams. And there is a scarcity. There's a low amount of them. There's a low amount of these brothers. But guess what? They're always looking for another beautiful wife.
That's right.
You understand? They'll find you. You find them. You put your time in. Earn your place to be in his household and be called by his name. You make bread. You make babies. You love him and you'll die about this. You die about the Lord and him. Ooh, goddamn. Your 6-month time period come up. you'll be married in 2 days.
That's right.
You understand? One for you to fly across the globe to his state, you understand? And the other 24 hours to make babies.
That's
You
right.
understand? Make sure you plan the trip on that once a month time period of fertility.
Right.
And you're gonna be calling him a month later saying, baby, I'm pregnant. And then your dreams have been fulfilled.
That's right.
You understand? All Black, Hispanic, Indian women know that really what they want is a family.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
The Christian church will not give you a family. Not one in order.
Right.
The Christian church will give you having 2 moms, but one's really a dad.
Good. Right.
You understand? The Christian church will give you 2 dads, but one used to be a mom.
Right.
You understand? The Christian church will give you Malik Yoba
Right.
that loves men that used to be women or women that used to be men.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
Or the Christian church will give you a pastor that'll break up your home.
Damn right. It is that the Christian church will give you the tools to destroy your family.
Right.
But the Isupk and Convention of Honor will make you get wise. It will make you have a beautiful family with a whole bunch of kids. It'll make sure that God loves you. And they'll make sure as well, as long as your obedience and discipline are intact, will make sure and help guide you into the kingdom of heaven that is at hand.
That's right.
You understand? Only in the Isupk. So, really, the whole time period I've been sitting here in the seat was to help you understand that transsexuals in the LGBTQ community are disgusting and utter fools and abominations unto the Lord. And because of their movement, and because of all these specific denominations that keep us dying and suffering in the ghettos and the barrios and the reservations, due to the lack of real men out here, women, get a man in the Isupk.
That's right.
Share your man. Be a mother unto other women's children.
Right.
You understand? Because guess what? Those children come from the man that you love. Those children come from the man that you devote yourself to.
That's right.
Those are your daughters, even though they didn't come out your womb. You understand? That's still your family. So you need to be an unselfish bitch, like the scriptures say.
Right.
And love a man with more than one wife.
That's right.
You understand? Be number 2. Be number 3. Who gives a damn? You can be number 2. You can be number 3, but live as a number 1.
That's right.
Act like you're number 1. Meaning, I don't mean it's a competition at all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just because you were the second one he married or the third one he married, act as if you were the first and only one. Meaning, treat him like a king that he is. You understand?
Right.
This man is God's chosen man.
Right.
You understand? The Lord created him to be powerful in all types of integrity and rulership. Give him the box, give him the money, give him yourself, and give him babies.
Right.
And give him less problems. That's all I'm saying.
That's right.
You understand? Prayer book. You understand? So that's all I'm saying in this school right now. Is that all you beautiful black sisters, get yourself a man in the Isupk, regardless of his marital status at that time. You understand? You might end up being his first wife.
That's right.
But I can say with about 85% surety that you're probably not going to be the only one to get.
Right.
You might be the first. You understand? Don't seek out a man because he has one wife. Seek out a man because he has the knowledge and knowledge and wisdom to keep a family alive.
That's right.
Sustained. You understand? So with that, we pass the class over to Priest and Officer Rum.
Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, If a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and the sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and the sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21. Malachi 3:8-10 means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'ashirah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teachers. Priest funds, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Upcoming holy convocations, the blowing of the trumpets on the 28th. 28th of this month. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarves.